Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about Alexandria fragrances. I have never tried this brand before. This was my first time ever trying this brand. So it's going to be like, I guess basically like my overall opinions and thoughts on the brand and their products. So if you guys want to see what I think about Alexandria fragrances, then just keep on watching. Let's start off by saying this video is not sponsored. One of the boxes of samples was sent to me, but as you can see, I did end up buying a second box with my own money just because the first set I obviously didn't get to go through and choose my scents, and some of them that were sent to me just weren't my style. So there was still a lot that intrigued me about the company and some of their scents, so I didn't want to judge it. Just because they weren't for me doesn't mean they were bad. They weren't my taste. So I did go through the website and there was still a lot that sounded really good, so I decided to order a second set of samples with my own money. So these are 100% my own opinions, which they always will be. I will always tell the truth here. And yeah, this is going to be a quick video and hopefully not too, this is not by any means me like bashing a brand, but I'm gonna keep it real because you guys asked me for my opinions on certain companies, and yeah. So basically, here's what I want to say. I have 14 perfumes, so I feel like I could give a decent like opinion because I did try all 14. Some of them were not for me. They were just a little bit too strong or too masculine, too heady. Some of them like were really strong and just not my style. It doesn't mean that they were a bad fragrance. What I will say is that in general, all of the perfumes lasted a really long time, and some of them, most of them, are pretty strong, so you can smell them. They project and they last a long time. I could go to bed with them on and wake up and still smell them in the morning. So in that sense, like, you really get your money's worth. You get what you pay for it. They're pretty affordable, which is good. And you get your money's worth, because usually when you pay money for a perfume, you want it to last, you want to smell it, and they do perform well. Also, I forgot to say, but this is Alexandria Fragrances is considered like a niche brand. They have their own custom blends, and they also have like some inspiration fragrances, which were obviously inspired by other perfumes. But yeah, so if you don't know niche perfumes, then I feel like I would not suggest this company in general, because niche perfumes, if you're new to them, sometimes they're complicated. Something could be described as like the most perfect vanilla, and you get it, you read the notes, and based on the notes you expect it to come smelling like a vanilla cake or something, and it smells completely different. So in that sense, it's a little bit of like a risky business because you never know what you're gonna get. Like, I will say that most of these weren't what I was expecting them to be based on like notes and how they were described. But in a way that could be a good thing, because if you already have a really big collection and you're looking for something different, you know you like vanilla, but you don't want all of your vanilla perfumes to smell exactly the same. Like, I feel like that's when you might like this brand, because it will give you something a little bit different. However, with me, I'm new to niche perfumes, and it's hit and miss, because I know some people don't like linear scents, they don't like simple perfumes, but sometimes I'm okay with that, you know what I mean? Like, I like them for layering, and I like to know what I'm gonna get sometimes. If something's described as an apple pie, for example, then I want it to smell like a warm apple pie. I want to smell the apple, I want to smell the vanilla, I want to smell the brown sugar, the nutmeg, the cinnamon. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with something smelling linear or simple sometimes, to each his own, you know what I mean? But if you are one of those people, like me sometimes, that you want to know what you're gonna get, then this brand might not be for you, because everything is a little bit different. It's niche, it's different, which could be a good or a bad thing. You just gotta base it on you. What I will say too is that most of the ones that I tried, especially, so a lot of them are like considered unisex, but it will tell you in the description like if it leans a little bit more feminine, I think. Or am I making that up? I don't know. But a lot of the feminine ones have like a powdery undertone. Like, by undertone, what am I saying? You know, there's like a powdery base. So I don't know if it's the base that they use in their perfumes, but a lot of the ones that I got, they dry down to a powdery finish. I don't mind that, but I just think it's something to note, that all of them have the same kind of powdery base, like almost like the same DNA. So like I said, I don't know if it's a base that they use in their perfumes, but all of the ones that I tried do kind of have that. So you have to like a powdery scent. And in my opinion, they all smell a little bit synthetic and artificial. So I'm just keeping it real. I'm going to tell you guys, I went into this, obviously I spent my own money. And there was nothing that like I truly fell in love with. None of the perfumes I can say I would go out and buy a full bottle of. It just is what it is. There are a few that I like, but there's none that like truly wowed me that I would say like I would go out and buy a full bottle. I just found, yes, they lasted, yes, they were strong, yes, they're affordable, yes, some of them are unique and different, but in my opinion, I don't know, they all had like this synthetic powderyness to them that just didn't wow me, which is unfortunate. Like you win some, you lose some. Like I said, there are some that I liked, but none that I would like go out and buy, because it is what it is. So I'll just tell you the ones that I did like. Honey is described as a vanilla. It's like a citrusy vanilla. It smells pretty strong and a little bit spicy when you first smell it. If you smell it from the cap, I don't like how it smells, but on my skin I like how it smells. Apple crumb is the one that I was expecting it to smell like, you know, like a warm apple pie. It has a little bit of that powderiness, like I said. You do get the apple, a little bit of spiciness, but so there's that one. And then Sweet Smoke. Sweet Smoke is it's inspired by, I think, Tobacco Vanille or By the Fireside. I don't know, but basically it smells good, it smells smoky, and you could really smell the cloves in this, so it reminds me of Christmas. I'm not going to go through and review every perfume because that would take me forever, but my overall opinion, I'm going to keep it real. This brand, there was a lot that intrigued me. There were a lot that sounded really good, but when I got them, they just weren't what I was expecting them to be. So I was slightly disappointed. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. If you love them, then that's you. But to me, they just weren't like what I was expecting. But that's part of the risk of blind buying. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, I'm sorry. If you love this brand, I'm sorry. Like, the quality was there, the scents just weren't necessarily for me. Maybe there's one in there that was for me, but I could say I'm not gonna risk like blind buying it and having it be a fail, you know what I mean? So anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.